Hi, I'm Talia Newland. Welcome to Happiness Hints. Today I'm interviewing Wall de Gallo, an 80-year-old woman from Mount Garnet in northern Queensland, Australia. Now, Jo is a great meditator. She gets up at 4:30 a.m. in the morning to do her meditation practice. And she's faced a lot of extreme pain in her life, pain that she can't use painkillers on. And throughout all of this, she always seems to manage to have a twinkle in her eye and a smile on her face. So, Jo, what would be your happiness hint?
Yes. Actually, I've got three. Can I tell you those?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's just, I just love everyone. And I've always loved people. And when you feel like that, I can't help it. I can't stop it. When you feel like that, you know, it just makes you happy. And being grateful for everything. Yeah. Without getting thingy about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And living life simply. No attachments. To me, that's what makes me happy.
Okay. And what about when people aren't nice to you? Or are they always nice to you?
Well, mostly, I think. It doesn't bother me terribly much. I just think, oh, gee, what's wrong in their life?
Right.
You know, making them so miserable. Because I never go out of my way or never do anything that's going to hurt anyone. Not consciously, anyway.
Yeah. Well, I know it's very hard to be sort of angry at someone who's, I don't know, exuding love. So it's a kind of a protection for you as well. But I think a lot of people might find the idea of sort of loving everybody is a bit
weird.
No, just a bit difficult, I think, because people have problems with people. So
yeah,
have you got any advice for people who don't find it easy to just love everybody?
Maybe they should realise that you can't judge people by their behaviour, because their behaviour can come from childhood or something awful in their lives. I always sort of think when somebody's not nice, I think, oh, the poor blighters, what the heck has happened in their life that's made them like this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do. They wouldn't be behaving badly if they were happy.
That's right.
You know, if they were content within themselves, they simply wouldn't behave like that.
Yeah.
You realise that in actual fact it's not the person, it's just their behaviour.
Yeah, that's right.
And you said about no attachments. I remember talking to a friend once about attachment, and she thought that if you didn't have any attachments that you also didn't have any love or care for people. So she mistook attachment for love. Have you got anything to say about that?
I do, because my daughter said to me one day, Mum, you're so detached. I said, that doesn't mean I don't love you.
Yeah. Some people say, oh, you know, Buddhism is about being detached. And that sounds dreadful.
It does, doesn't it?
It sounds really terrible, and it's a big oversimplification, because what can be seen as detachment is actually in a kind of an awareness, isn't it, of just seeing how things are, and you're just not getting caught up in them, because it's sort of a pointless waste of energy. So, you know, it's like...
It is totally pointless. There is just...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not attached to anything. I sometimes look around my house and think, well, if it burnt down tomorrow...
Yeah.
And we lost everything, there's a little caravan park down the road, I go and live down there. Yeah. That's life.
So, Jo, what about a happiness hurdle? Is there anything that you find you have to struggle with?
If I get a bit upset about something, and I tend to let it go pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because there's no point.
Yeah.
Physical, well, I've got a lot of pain at the moment. I've got a couple of broken ribs. I can't go for my walk because my groin keeps going into spasm. You know, my shoulders, I can't do my weights anymore, so I'm getting all black. But, you know, that's life. I can't change it. And I'm not going to take pills all the time, so I don't take anything. I've got some Chinese pain patches I stick on my shoulders if they get really bad. To me, it's don't focus on the pain. It's only the only time I whinge about the pain is when it's really bad.
Yeah.
And I might say to Beto, oh, God, my ribs hurt. It's because I did something stupid that second, you know. But apart from that, I just live with it.
I mean, look, you're still smiling. You just explained all the things that are wrong with you and how you're in pain. You're still smiling. It's wonderful.
Yeah, what's the point? Otherwise you just get depressed.
Yeah.
It can drag you down. I know sometimes it makes me very tired.
Yeah.
But just ignore it because I can't do anything about it.
I remember reading once, because I've had a lot of pain in my life too, not as high. I've just had more low-level pain, but I remember reading once somebody saying that, you know, you meditate on the pain. And I was going, what? No way. It's like...
I've tried that. It doesn't work.
No.
All I'm doing is focusing on it.
All it does is...
what they're trying not to say to you.
Yeah. All it does is fill your mind with your pain. I'm going, no, I don't think so. It's not for me, that one.
It might be all right for some.
Have you got any advice for someone who suddenly finds himself in really intense pain?
First, I think you need to know what it is, what's causing it. Because when you know what's causing it, you can handle it.
Yeah.
But if you don't and you're scared,
that's scary.
That's the fear, I think, is what makes the pain worse. And I found that myself.
Yeah. Do you do any healing meditations?
Not for myself. I do it for others. I think by doing it for others, maybe I'm doing it for myself anyway.
I'd say so. It's like the Buddhist teachers say that by helping others, you help yourself. Yes. By giving compassion and love to others, you're also getting the benefit. So you just don't have to worry about yourself.
No, I don't.
No. No, I know that when pain comes for me, the best thing I can do is I do the Tonglen practice.
Yes.
For everybody else
Yes.
who's in pain. It's the best thing because it like completely, you know, once you start thinking about all the other people, they're invariably, you know, there are masses of people suffering an awful lot more than I am, you know. For those of you who don't know, the Tonglen practice is drawing in the illness of the other person and dissolving it into your own great love, shall we call it, and then sending them out healing light. What about a happiness hero that you... Why is the Dalai Lama your happiness hero?
You just look at him and you can see his love just emanates and his attitude towards everybody and everything.
He never abuses the Chinese, you know, he always treats them with respect and understanding, and yet he has to see the suffering of his people. You also mentioned a friend, Elsa, to me once. She died.
Yeah, she died at 101.5 years of age. She, yes, to me, I should have mentioned her, yes. She is a bodhisattva. She is already enlightened. She healed my back when it was fractured, and I had x-rays to prove it. And I think that really, she just said, I'm just going to try and knit your bones. And I walked away with no pain anymore. Now, that's not in your mind.
Yeah. And she was just an ordinary person, wasn't she?
Yes.
She didn't call herself a healer or she...
No. In fact, she used to go and work for nothing. She used to say to me, the way to bring up kids is to treat your children the same way as you would treat the neighbour's children when they come to play at your place.
Oh, okay.
Love and affection, no attachment. Oh, we went to a thing in Cairns, and that was before I was a Buddhist. And we walked in, and the Lama just stood like this, and he put his arms around her, and he said, I have waited so long to find you again.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Did she have any particular faith? Did she have a religion or anything?
Deep down she was Buddhist, but she didn't need to do it, she said, you know, and she had lots of Buddhas around her place.
Yeah.
You know, statues and pictures and stuff. Yeah,
But she just was.
She just was.
Yes,
I think a long time, in some previous life, she must have been pretty special. I could see it. I could feel it, you know. Mm. She was my inspiration. She was my hero.
Your happiness hero, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you bring a quote for us, Jo?
I actually went through a little book that I've got that I'm colouring in on. It had quotes with each one. Mm-hmm. And I found this one, and I think it's written by Thomas Edison, would you believe?
Okay.
And he says, I haven't failed. I just found 10,000 ways that don't work.
Oh.
I thought that is so good. So when things go wrong,
I love it.
yeah, I do too. And I thought, don't get cranky if things don't go right.
Thanks, Joe. It was great talking to you today, and I hope that our listeners got some great tips from you about how to be happy even when they're in pain. Thanks a lot.
I loved it too. It was really nice.
The one thing that has made the most difference to bringing happiness into my life is meditation. And to help you bring meditation into your life, I have a free guided meditation on MP3, which you can pick up from talianewland.com/guided-meditation. And take a look at the bookshop at talianewland.com. Look out for How to Meditate on ebook, audiobook and paperback. And also check out my award-winning fiction. I write real magic, stories with the power to transform. And if you enjoyed this happiness hint, don't forget to like it, share it, all of that kind of stuff. And of course, please subscribe to my channel or follow the podcast. And if you want to make sure that Happiness Hints keeps coming, please consider being a patron. You can give as little as $1 a month. It all helps. Thanks a lot. See you next time.